Hi, good YouTube. I'm Max, and today I want to talk about the different rarities that are available in the new Rarity Collection, and my thoughts on them. And to go like from lowest to highest, I'm gonna start with super rares. For example, this card. You can see it's just holographic artwork, nothing else. That's simple, and that's something I really like because it is kind of similar to the older super rare cards, which also didn't have any holographics except for the artwork. This one has the symbol of the card type, which is also holographic. That's kind of the only difference that I can see in terms of the holo effect, and that's something I enjoy. I think super rare is okay, and I like to look at it. And there's not much that has changed from older super rares to newer ones, except for this thingy here. Then we have ultra rares, which are kind of the same. They have the gold holographic name, and the artwork itself is kind of the same as a super rare. So the name is the only bonus, and of course, because it's a newer style ultra rare, it has the card symbol as well in a holographic effect. So ultra rare is something I can look at and enjoy it as well, because it's simple. You can still see the artwork, you can read the name kind of decently. Of course, not as good as with like the white letters on the trap cards that are super rare, for example, but it's still something you can see, you can read it, and if the card is placed on the field by your opponent, kind of over here, you can still see the artwork, and yeah, so you know, oh, that's Pot of Prosperity, which is kind of nice. So I don't have a problem with the ultra rares either. Next up, I don't know which rarity is technically the higher one, but I will go to the secret rares. This is a new style one. This has, of course, the holographic artwork with secret rare pattern in the background, so that's a difference to super and ultra rares. The name is also in silver secret rare fashion. The level stars and the attribute for monsters, or the card type for traps and spell cards, is also held in these, yeah, very sparkly rarity particles. For old secret rares, I really enjoyed it when the artwork was kind of detailed in terms of which part is holographic and which is not. Back then, for example, the secret was split between some parts that were secret rare holographic and some that were not. So you can see here, Lava Golem itself is not secret rare patterned, but the background, poor Joey in here as well. They kept this from the original artwork, but of course the main difference to the Pharaonic Guardian version is that the level stars are secret rare as well, and the attribute. So it's getting a little out of hand, not too much, but a little for me. I still can enjoy this card, but I like the older version better because it was more tuned back a little, and the secret rare on the artwork really was the highlight of the card. And now level stars, who cares about that? Attribute, who cares about that? I don't, so it's decent, but it's not as good as the older one, and secret rare is still okay in my opinion. Another rarity that I spoke about in the openings for the set is the prismatic secret rare. Not the prismatic secret rare, the platinum secret rare. There we go. For example, the Borrowed Savage Dragon. In terms of the artwork, the name, level stars, and the attribute, it's the same as the Lava Golem we just saw, but this also has holographic borders for the artwork and for the text box, which you can see down here. Yeah. On one hand, it's getting even more holo heavy on the card. Pretty much 3/4 of the card are holographic, are shiny, which I don't really like. But one thing they have going for them is I really enjoy the lettering effect. That reminds me of the old Game Promo secret rare cards, which I don't know how that rarity is called, but they kind of were a little different from the booster pack secret rares. A little more, yeah, they looked a little more edel, you say in German. How do you say in English? Ah, I'm struggling. Yeah, they looked a little bit more pricey, you could say. And the letters here kind of remind me of that. So that's a little plus that this rarity has. But overall, I think it is not as cool as the regular secret rare because, yeah, that's a little too much for me. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. If the level stars and attribute were not holographic, just the name, the artwork, and the border here, that might have been okay for me, but this is a little too much. Where were they? Up here, I guess. Next up, we have, let's go with the quarter century secret rare. Yeah, if you listen closely, you might know what I have to say about this. That's definitely too much for me. I really don't enjoy quarter century secret rares. I mean, look at this. If this is played by your opponent and, yeah, depending on the lighting of the room you are in, you will not be able to guess what card this is if he doesn't tell it to you. And then you can go, oh, yeah, that's an imperm, yay. Quarter century secret rare, I don't care. Yeah, this looks just like, yeah, a bucket of holographic color dropped on this card, and yeah, it's nothing I enjoy. That's good for me because they are expensive and I don't have to buy them because I don't want to have them at all. And of course, there are some people who enjoy this, and yeah, props to them, but I really don't, which is, yeah, kind of sad because it's the top rarity in the set and something I really don't appreciate too much. But yeah, sometimes stuff works out like that. And another thing is the quarter century logo down here is something, yeah, does it really have to be there? Couldn't they have done that with something like the set number or down here maybe? I don't know. And sometimes it's even in the way of the text, or the text is over it, so you can't even see it fully. So yeah, quarter century secret rare, nothing I enjoy. Going from that to the new ultimate rares, that's something I don't enjoy as well. That might be controversial. On first glance, I think they look okay, but then it's like, you remember back in the day when there were cards that were holographic all over the card, and you were like, oh, okay, that's easy to spot, it's a fake. And I'm not saying they look fake, but it just reminds me of that. And yeah, the selection of which parts of the card have holographic effects, like for the secret rares earlier on, or for some ultimate rares as well, is what made the rarity for me, and also the texture of the card. And yeah, it has a little bit of texture, but yeah, because all of the card is holographic, it doesn't have the same effect for me visually. Of course, the text of the card is the same as for other rarities, but yeah, you know what I mean. The new ultimate rares are something, yeah, that's kind of okay. I mean, I can see which card it is. That's better than for the quarter century secret rares, but yeah, overall, not a rarity I'm too fond of. And yeah, I hope there are many people which I will meet on the weekend who enjoy these rarities, and maybe I can trade with them and get some other cards that I need for my collection maybe. But as a collector, we have the collector's rare to talk about. So this might surprise you, but I really like this one. I don't know why, but the collector's rares in here are really something I think looks nice. I mean, you even have the, do you see the light rays effect going around, depending on where you tilt the card to. If I tilt it towards here, yay, and it goes around. That's cool. The effect on the border is nice. Reminds me a little of the Battle Pack Shatter foil cards, which looked atrocious, but here with a little more extra on it, it's nice. Of course, you can say, hey, the whole card is holographic, and you said you didn't like that, but yeah, it surprises me as well. This rarity is nice. I can see myself, yeah, getting some of the cards with artworks that I enjoy for this, and yeah, in this rarity. Because imagine a lava golem in this, or I mean, I have some others here, some older ones. Let's see what we got. I mean, Nadir Servant is kind of new, but Jackalope, for example, or Darklaw, I think they look okay. They look nice, and yeah. So these are my thoughts, and of course, some of the newer cards, most of them with light rays coming in. They look cool. Let's take this droplet out. And as you can see, yeah, there we go. The wings have details, the background has details, and all that's happening in the front here has some detail as well. So now you can see, oh, there's something going on in the foreground and in the background. So that's nice to look at. I don't know how this goes when you play it. If your opponent can see it, or if your opponent plays it, if you can really see which card it is. But in most circumstances, I think this should work. It's not as overloaded as the quarter century secret rares. And another thing that's nice is that most of these cards in Collector's Rare are rather cheap compared to these or the Ultimate Rares. So that's another plus this rarity has for me. And yeah, I was surprised myself that I enjoyed this so much and the Ultimate Rares so little. But these are my thoughts on the 7 different rarities of Rarity Collection 1. And if you have something else to add to the discussion, let me know. Write a comment, and yeah, maybe there are some of you who think I did some of these no justice, and they are much better than I thought, or maybe you agree on some parts or disagree. Let me know. Let's have a nice discussion, and I'm eager to read what you have to write about them. See you next time on Random Oldschool Yu-Gi-Oh! Bye bye.